Hey, True Believers, England here with another top 10 comic books sold to readers. All right, so you heard of Comicron. That's the list that tells you what the shops are ordering. This is the list that tells you what people are leaving those shops with, preferably after buying. After we count down the hard copies, we're going to go on over to Comixology and count down the digital comics. See who wins the week. Is it Marvel or is it DC? Well, go by what you see on the title, and that should tell you. Anyway, this is from Bleeding Cool, so take it with a grain of salt if you want. These are the comic shops that take part in it. So if you're in their area, stop by, say hi, maybe buy something. And remember, don't forget to support your own local comic book shop. Now, with all that out of the way, let's get this party started. At number 10, we have Ghosted in LA, number 1. At number 9, we have Absolute Carnage, Deadpool, number 2. In the number 8 spot, Silver Surfer Black, number 4. Coming in at number 7, You're the Villain, we've got Batman Detective Comics 1011. Coming in at number 6, Event Leviathan, number 4. At number 5, we have Venom, number 18. Number 4 brings us The Amazing Spider-Man, number 29. Coming in at number 3 is King Thor, number 1. In the runner-up position at number 2 is Batman, number 78. And coming in the number 1 spot is the X-Men Power of X, number 4. This is just a complete turnaround from last time where Marvel got trounced. Marvel this time around 6 in the top 10. DC Comics, Detective, Event Leviathan, and Batman. Wow, that's it. And we do have an independent comic book in the run, so I wonder if they're going to make a show. We'll see when we get to the digital comics. Right now, we're going to find out what the comic shops have to say about this particular countdown. The X-Men are back on top at FFF this week, beating out both Batman and Venom for the top spot on our weekly bestseller list. It feels like with every other issue of Hoxpox, we get more and more people coming in looking for the books. While weekly series don't always perform the best, it's either 52 or Countdown. Marvel has managed to find a formula that works. Batman and Venom took the number 2 and number 3 spot, respectfully. Both are solid titles that tend to spend more time at the top of the bestseller lists every week. Doomsday Clock and Deceased, A Good Day to Die, both managed to hit the top 10 right in the middle on their second weeks. Also in its second week and book ending the top 10 was House of X number 4. Hurricane Dorian definitely made last week interesting, and seeing the biggest 3 books come back for a solid second week is definitely not a surprise. Amazing, Detective, and Baby Teeth are more list mainstays that fill out the back half of our list. They always say that Baby Teeth is still kicking ass, but and I'm not saying it's a failure at all, but they pushed it really hard. They had store signings. It's kind of like, I don't know. As far as this one store is concerned, it's doing a bit better there than it is nationally. While weekly behemoth, that is Hickman's X-Men, takes the top spot again with Powers of X number 4. It has been, and I suspect will continue to be, completely uncontested until its conclusion and well after that. It was tailed by both main Bat books, with Batman 78 just barely outperforming Detective Comics 1011. Venom was up this week, probably in large part due to how well Absolute Carnage is performing across the board. Every tie-in for that particular title made it into our top 10 and have been holding up pretty consistently. The letdown of the week was definitely King Thor number 1. We'd been hoping, given the moderate success of War of the Realms, that a new Thor number 1 would draw in new readers. Instead, it ended up only selling to people already pulling Thor. Well, now I'm about 3 months behind on comics. Damn, I hate getting this far behind. After a while, I just got to cut ties. But, wow, yeah, I want to read King Thor. Tell you the truth. I know for some reason I'm a glutton for punishment. Every time I try to read Thor these days, I end up not liking it, but for some reason, every time I have to pick it up, it's like a junkie, I guess. I'm a Thor junkie. After multiple consecutive weeks stacked with major releases, we finally see a relatively tame release week. Hoxpox is still going strong, though, and Powers of X easily dominated the sales this week. The first issue of the epilogue to Jason Aaron's epic Thor run, King Thor, sold quite well this week. The middle of the pack was represented by reliable sellers like Amazing Spider-Man, Detective Comics, Miles Morales. The Cape Crusader closes out our list with the $1 reprint of Batman 608, the first issue of Jeff Loeb and Jim Lee's Hush storyline. When reprints outsell your new books, you gotta think what you're doing wrong there, Didio. Seriously, come on, man. Come on. Think about it. Bring back Rebirth. We need that style, man. I'm a DC fan. I want to see that more. Anyway, that's what the comic shops have to say about the comic book countdown this week. We're going to go on over to Comixology now and see who wins the digital week. Is it Marvel? Is it DC? Will Independence actually make a run for it? I have a feeling that Marvel's going to kick all sorts of tail. You know I'm Team DC. You know I am. I've said it dang near every week, but just what happened on the hard copies, I'm thinking it. At number 10, we have Miles Morales Spider-Man, number 10. At number 9, we have The Flash, number 78. Coming in at number 8, we have Detective Comics 1011. At number 7, we have Star Wars, Age of the Resistance, Supreme Leader Snoke. Coming in at number 6 is The Amazing Spider-Man, number 29. At number 5, we have Young Justice, number 8. Coming in at number 4 is King Thor, number 1. At number 3, we have Event Leviathan, number 4. Once again in the runner-up position, we have Batman, number 78, at number 2. And just like the hard copies, Power of X number 4 takes the number 1 spot this week. Holy Toledo, we have a tie. Oh my goodness gracious, I did not expect that. Although Marvel is holding strong on that number 1 spot, when it comes down to the top 5, they've only got 2. King Thor and Powers of X, while DC had Young Justice, Event Leviathan, and at number 2 is Batman. Interesting countdown. But, you know, I do like to expand it, go to the 20, and Marvel does tend to own that back half, but we'll see how everything pans out here. It's looking kind of interesting. Coming in at number 11 and making the score 6-5 in Marvel's favor is Daredevil, number 11. At number 12, DC answers back with Wonder Woman, number 78. It's tied up at 6. Number 13 brings us Venom 18, and now it's 7-6 Marvel's favor. But at number 14, Justice League Odyssey number 13 catches us back up at 7-7. At number 15, DC finally takes the lead with Batman Universe number 3. It's 8-7 in their favor. But Marvel ties it up with Captain Marvel number 10. At number 16, it is 8-8. And at number 17, Marvel takes the lead again with Silver Surfer Black number 4. It is now 9-8 in Marvel's favor. And at number 18, Marvel looks to put some distance between them and DC. Loki number 3 makes it 10-8 in Marvel's favor. And at number 19, Doctor Strange number 19 wins it for Marvel. It is 11-8 in Marvel's favor. But at number 20, DC shows they have a heart and takes one more swing, and it ends up being 11-9. Marvel still wins it. But it's a close one this time around. At least there was that. It was a win for Marvel for sure as far as the top 20 goes. And, well, you got to admit, they got the number 1 spot as well. So congratulations to all you Marvel zombies out there. You beat my blessed and completely failing DC comics these days. Bye Hickman, guys. Anyway, there you go. That's the countdown. An exciting one, I got to say. It was close all the way up to the end there. There's some great books on the shelf now from both companies. There's some crap ones too, but I would like to focus on some of the great ones. I'm very happy to see Daredevil getting its recognition. Just to point that out, by the way. Anyway, there you go. That's the countdown. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What do you think is too high on the list? What do you think is too low on the list? What do you think is absent or doesn't belong on the list? You know, Captain Marvel number 10 for one. Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to click like and share, subscribe, And make sure your notifications are on for YouTube, and make sure that you ring that notification bell so you don't miss anything. Cool things happen around these parts, and I'd hate for you to miss a moment of it. Also, if you'd like to support the channel, please go on over to Patreon or to Ko-Fi and drop $1 in the till. There's tip jars there. I also have commission videos that have been going on for quite a while, and it's been a lot of fun and quite successful. So if you don't mind doing that, you want to actually control the channel for a while, go on over to Ko-Fi. Links in the description below. Go to commissions, pick your subject, pick your category, the whole 9 yards, and I will get that video done for you as soon as possible. And it really has been enjoyable, sometimes losing control of the channel and seeing what you guys could come up with. Sometimes it's incredibly obscure, and I'm like, wait a second, what? Anyway, I'd like to thank everybody who's already done that, and to everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very, very much for watching.